Downloading.
There's a reason we rarely see Iron Man matches, gentlemen. The exhaustive demand it takes on your body is too much for most superstars.
It's a challenge anyone would hesitate to accept. Nothing puts your physical abilities to the test like an Iron Man match. Man, what a palm strike. Oh my gosh! Stop in the leg. Just nasty.
Stomping down. And just efficiency and precision on display from Asuka.
Looks like Beth is having trouble generating any sort of defense.
Look at these kicks and
Not the hair. And grabbing the hair too.
Corey, of all the traits needed to succeed in an Iron Man match, would you agree that the most important one is endurance?
Absolutely. I'll even admit it. Some superstars are just built for this type of match. If you've got great stamina, you'll always have the clear advantage in an Iron Man match. Plain and simple.
Aggressive work on that shoulder.
And Beth can't stop any offense coming her way.
And Asuka is carefully calculating every movement.
Asuka looks to capitalize after the reversal. Face crusher. Lands face first. Things not going how she'd like.
Yeah, this has been a grueling Iron Man match, and you cannot deny that they are feeling it. She's got her where she wants her. Asuka's found her positioning.
it's cinched in. Tap out and call it a night.
Oh, I don't think there is any way out of this submission. She's about to...
And there she goes. She's saying, I quit.
Stomp to the leg.
Asuka's in control.
Yeah, Beth has run into a roadblock.
And Asuka gets stopped in her...
Up and across the shoulders.
Torture rack! Torture rack! This Iron Man match will continue.
She's in trouble. And that's one way out of it.
Double chicken wing applied.
Beth may have put an exclamation on this one.
Is it enough? The cover! Shoulders up! Shoulders up!
Asuka with that warrior within, showing just how difficult it is to keep her down.
I don't know if there's more frustration or desperation in the ring now, knowing that you've tried to end this and failed. Oh, God, that hurt. She's on her last legs here.
She is barely standing at this point.
Ooh, she responds with a counter. A face-buster knee smash.
That looks painful. Right to the leg.
What a hit from Asuka.
What are we gonna see here? Uh-oh.
Tap out. And there it is, the tap out. And that will earn her the fall.
Look at this. Boom. Nice. And Beth can't stop any offense coming her way.
The Empress of Tomorrow.
From the top. Nobody home for that one.
Back and forth from these competitors.
Asuka with a kick downstairs.
Not done.
Not a target of the arm.
Talk about dismantling your opponent. Now that'll do some serious damage.
Making that shoulder vulnerable.
German suplex. Relentless aggression coming from Asuka here.
Yeah, Beth has run into a roadblock. Systematic attack on that shoulder.
Oh, and Beth turns the tables.
It's time for her to take advantage of that misstep and take command.
And able to counter. Oh, she calls it the rear view. Ooh, that didn't go as Asuka designed. Reversal. Can she capitalize? Just breaking down the opponent. Locked in on the shoulder. And Phoenix is in a state of distress.
It's hard to predict what Asuka's gonna do. What are we gonna see here? Uh-oh.
Oh,
Tap, tap, and that puts a point on the board.
Double arm lock. Yeah, double arm lock song.
things went from bad to worse. Oh no, this is gonna end it for sure.
Iconoclasm.
And she keeps delivering shots to the torso.
She's been effectively targeting that area throughout this match.
And Asuka is suppressing any offense from her opponent.
Looks like Beth is having trouble generating any sort of defense.
Ringer. Oh, there it is. The Asuka lock is in. Tap out and call.
There it is. There's the tap out. Probably tapping to preserve herself for the remainder of the match.
Face crusher.
Face buster.
We might be close to the end.
This has just been an absolute massacre.
Able to counter.
Beth looking to get back in this.
Beth showing it's not time to lie down. It's time to fight back.
There she goes. Asuka might be looking to fly.
Taking flight.
You gotta be kidding me.
And that was a collision you don't want to be on the receiving end of.
Came down like a wrecking ball on a cinder block.
On the announce desk now.
Be careful, gentlemen. It's going to get ugly.
Not to the top rope. Where the hell is she going? And Beth with a counter.
Yeah, she's getting a determined focus again. Series of reversals.
And Beth can't stop any offense coming her way.
This is what it feels like running into the buzzsaw that is Asuka. A brutal series of strikes.
Uh-oh, clearing off the announce table.
This is about to go from bad to worse.
This is not going to be pretty.
I don't want to see this happen. On the announce desk now.
Be careful, gentlemen. It's going to get ugly.
Not to the top rope. Where the hell is she going? The ref may call a count out soon, guys.
You do not want to test this ref. I have never seen a table explode that way.
Full-on demolition in the announce area going down.
What a battle we are witnessing.
We're in from the top. Elbow drop.
Took a gamble once, took a gamble again, and hit the jackpot twice. The deadlift German suplex.
The Empress taking charge.
Looks like Beth is having trouble generating any sort of defense.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
Got the leg.
Dragon screw.
That'll tear your knee up. neckbreaker. That could cause long-term damage.
German suplex.
Ringer. Oh, there it is. The Asuka lock is in. The Asuka lock.
And there's the tap. Come on now, ref. Make her let it go. Now she scores the early fall. And Phoenix is in a state of distress.
The Empress of Tomorrow has been relentless in this matchup.
The situation is not looking good for Beth Phoenix.
Yeah, things are not looking up for her right now.
Shinbreaker!
Asuka with a kick to the midsection and a steam.
Running hip attack!
Shoulders down. Could she finally put this away?
No, it's not over!
You got a question, how much is it worth? How much is it worth to continue through the agony?
It's obviously worth everything. Obviously worth every drop of sweat on the ground.
Listen to this place. Oh my God, this is gonna be... That unraveled on Asuka.
Beth looking to get back in this.
Beth showing it's not time to lie down. It's time to fight back.
Oh, a torque on the knee. Nobody is ready for Asuka right now.
Looks like Beth is having trouble generating any sort of defense.
Oh, and Beth turns the tables. She's fighting back.
She's tipping the scales here a bit.
Snapmare takedown.
Oh, roundhouse kick.
Look at this. Incredible.
The deadlift German suplex.
Oh, knee to the face.
That's gonna hurt.
And Phoenix is in a state of distress.
It's hard to predict what Asuka's going to do next. Her strikes are so fast, so sudden. As soon as you predict one, she's hitting you with another. What are we going to see here? Uh-oh. Tap out and call it enough.
Tap out. There it is. She gains the fall. And she gets the fall early in the match.
Kick to the midsection. Has the arm all tied up.
Hammerlock suplex.
Striking with the axe kick. And Asuka's rolling.
Looks like Beth is having trouble generating any sort of defense.
Now we see Phoenix. Hard ride to the outside. Up to the top rope now. From the top.
What? Big time risk pays off.
The daredevil in you comes out when you take risks like that. A striking blitz from the Empress.
Just endless kicks.
And Phoenix is in a state of distress.
The Empress of Tomorrow imposing her will.
Off the barricade.
Kidney first into the barricade.
The volume in this building has increased exponentially. The fans are willing these competitors to push forward.
Win or lose, these superstars are going to be held in high esteem after this one.
From the top. Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding me? Beth is really out of it. She might be done soon. Oh, that didn't go as Asuka designed.
The awesome power of the Glamazon.
The Glam Slam.
Will that stop Asuka?
Oh my God, did you see that? Kick out at one.
I'm absolutely stunned. A display of near superhuman resilience.
After seeing that,
The awesome power of the Glamazon. Glam Slam.
The big gun fired yet again.
Two. Kicks out, just kicked out.
And from the clutches of defeat, Asuka reached deep into the caverns for that kick out.
Sometimes when you unleash your best offense and it doesn't get the job done, you're taken out of your game. That's a real possibility.
Ringer. Oh, there it is. The Asuka lock is in.
the Asuka lock. Tap, tap, and that puts a point on the board.
She got her there.
Straining that trapezius muscle.
One, two, boom, three.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent. Face crusher.
Oh, someone call a dentist.
And just efficiency and precision on display from Asuka.
Looks like Beth is having trouble generating any sort of defense.
Asuka setting up.
Sliding hip attack.
Taking flight.
Body splash.
And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in.
The armbar.
And there's the tap. Come on now, ref. Make her let it go. She gets an early fall.
What is this superstar gonna do now?
Take a nap. This will make...
And there it is, the tap out. And that will earn her the fall.
She picks up a fall. And Beth can't stop any offense coming her way.
And Asuka is carefully calculating every movement.
She's in serious pain.
This is a very dangerous situation now.
Sweet rolling savate kick.
What are we gonna see here?
Tap out. And there she goes. She's saying, I quit.
She sneaks one in there.
She has trouble coming. Not gonna be easy to get out of this.
Tap out. There it is. She gains the fall. And she gets an early fall. Right in the mouth.
Relentless.
Enough already.
Nobody is ready for Asuka right now.
Yeah, Beth has run into a roadblock.
She's up on that top turnbuckle.
She won't be for long.
Kicked off. Oh, to the leg.
Low blower.
What a double axe handle. What is this superstar gonna do now?
Take a nap.
Fire in the triangle.
And there she goes. She's saying, I quit.
And she picks up a fall early in the match.
Up and down. What a slam.
And Beth can't stop any offense coming her way.
This is what it feels like, running into the buzzsaw that is Asuka.
And now she's looking to go top.
Taking flight.
Oh, just completely off target there.
Was trying to make a... Oh, forget about pandering to the WWE Universe. That should keep her head in the game.
And this has gotta be it. Look at Asuka. Striking from every direction.
And one to the face. Under the rope she goes.
Oh, look at the start of this. Could be going into the play.
And she's able to make it to the ropes to force the break.
Pivotal opportunity. Asuka. Asuka's found her positioning.
It's cinched in. The Asuka lock.
And there's the tap. Come on now, ref. Make her let it go.
And she scores a fall.
Jarring impact. And Asuka is suppressing any offense from her opponent.
Looks like Beth is having trouble generating any sort of defense.
This match may be nearing its limit.
Truly fighting to the last breath, but we might be coming up on that soon.
All right, I'll explain to you what that feels like. Arm wringer. There it is. The Asuka lock is in. Tap out and call it a night.
Tap, tap, and that puts a point on the board. She gets a fall.
Oh, and Beth turns the tables.
She isn't allowing that burst of attacks to put an end to her.
Turning the tables there. Oh, no, there could be trouble lurking for her with this submission maneuver. This Iron Man.
There it is. There's the tap out. Probably tapping to preserve herself for the remainder of the match.
What is this superstar going to do now?
Take a nap.
Trouble is on the hook.
Tap out. There it is. She gains the fall.
And she gets a fall. Asuka with a kick to the midsection. Head of steam.
With a right hip attack.
Asuka. Asuka's found her positioning.
It's cinched in. Legs are great.
And there's the tap coming. Oh, my. And the resiliency to win this one.
Here is your winner, Asuka!
I can't imagine being able to celebrate, let alone stand, after a match like that.
Practically an inhuman effort in terms of resilience on display throughout this match. You really have to hand it to them. They earned this victory.
This highly anticipated Battle Royal has begun. A very unpredictable kind of match.
Chaos reigns supreme. Even the most seasoned superstar can fall victim to the numbers game or an unexpected elimination.
The only possible strategy here is to be prepared for anything.
Oh, what a knee lift.
Somebody better check his nose.
Double arm lock. He's going for the pin. He's one step ahead there.
Already having to expel so much unnecessary energy this early on.
He thinks he has it.
That one's scouted. Then he gets the shoulder up before two.
Kicking out there really has to make his opponent question his game plan.
Probably not going to win for a couple hundred years, Byron. You know why?
Stretched out like taffy right now.
Oh, I'm going to tap out here. But it ain't going to matter. You still got to throw him over the... And he releases the hold.
I don't think he had it fully locked in.
Ruthless striking. Vicious.
Oh, man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow. Stops the kick. Oh, elbow to the knee.
That'll hyperextend your leg.
DDT. He's looking a little off balance.
Oh, look at this aggression, just pure brutality.
On easy. Trapping the arm and raining down elbows.
Oh, my goodness.
Just strike it at will.
Here he goes for the win. Kick it out before the count.
Not quite enough to put him away.
And he was ready for Orton. And this might not have a pleasant ending.
Oh, right across the throat.
And the pitch.
Uppercut.
So much torque on the knee and ankle.
HBK with great awareness.
He turns it around. Cover. Is it enough? He's been placed in the corner now.
Oh, look at this. Raining right hands.
It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in the tank.
Look at him. Pride and poise personified.
Taking his time.
Oh, right to the kidneys. Sure, he's pumping himself up, but he's also giving his opponent a chance to recover. This could do it! This is kicking the spine. Eliminated. Holding the shoulder hostage now.
Getting dangerously close to ending it all there.
He didn't even let the ref start the count.
Russian leg sweep.
This deep into a match is where trouble rises, where injuries.
Here comes the Mr. Wrestlemania.
Right across the face. The military press slam. Knife edge chop echoing through the... From the middle rope. Foot just stomping down. This place is going insane.
The ground beneath my feet is shaking.
Heel hook. Look at this. Oh, that's so painful.
It's hard to watch, too.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Ooh, that'll leave a mark.
Viper able to strike back. Oh, that'll break his arm.
connects. Big forearm.
Ooh, merciless looking blow.
Goldberg finds his target with that one. Ouch.
Textbook vertical suplex. Bam.
He's in a little bit of trouble now. Oh, the thump. One after another. Face crusher.
Back suplex.
Down to
Opponent. And a double axe handle smash.
Set him up. Russian leg sweep. Solid punch. He may get the 3 count right here.
This is it.
And he kicks out of the pin and one.
He refuses to stay there. The King with his patented pile driver.
Big open.
Looking to end it here.
This could be it. This is truly awesome. You can feel it.
Andre the Giant has been eliminated.
This could be the beginning of the end.
Goldberg. What a kick out. Warrior channeled the power of all the little warriors to remain alive.
And guys, Triple H is in a rare moment of confusion. The game thought he had enough to end this, but his instinct.
Both arms.
Capitalizes against the game. Kicks out. He still has life.
This is insanity.
Do you expect anything less? Rapid fire right hands. Trying to fight their way out of harm's way. Elbows to the jaw.
Into the hammer. Andy, what are you doing? Orton, oh no. No way.
And Goldberg resuming his destruction.
The end for Shawn is getting close.
He's going for the pin. This could be it. And
Jerry the King Lawler has been eliminated.
Goldberg's down and looks beaten. Cover.
Right to the eliminated.
Nice backbreaker. Randy Orton. There it is.
for the win. 2. Digging deep for a kick out. Oh, sweet chin music.
The pop.
I'm not going to wait for a couple hundred years, Byron. You know why?
After all that, Warrior still managed to kick out.
And the anguish on his face continues. Tapping.
Has been
Are
eliminated.
you kidding me? Right on target from HBK.
Planted with a neck breaker.
Going to the well again. Will it produce dividends?
2.
Shawn Michaels has been eliminated.
Look at this.
DDT.
Kneeling. Oh, man, you can see he is feeling it now. Ooh, DDT.
And more attacks up there could leave him stunned.
Each blow affecting his equilibrium.
Belly-to-belly suplex.
The Apex Predator taking command.
This devastating offense from Orton is so hard to prepare for.
Neck breaker. Just punched him right in the mouth.
Relentless.
Enough already.
Warrior counters.
And Warrior needed that badly.
Good chance for him to regain his wits.
And he's able to counter.
Rear European uppercut.
The Warrior trying to weather this storm.
No, the Ultimate Warrior can come back at any moment.
Belly to belly.
Vicious. A display of force.
This This right here is vintage Randy Orton stomp.
Orton picking his spot. The electricity has been cut. The Warrior slowed to...
RKO from out of nowhere.
Emphatic statement from the Viper. Orton did it!
Here is your winner, the Viper, Randy Orton.
A statement victory by this guy tonight.
This victory is exactly the kind of statement I knew he wanted to make here.
This was a message from him to the entire WWE Universe.
The thing about a Falls Count Anywhere match is you can get thrown against the stairs or a barricade, but you usually have a chance to recover.
Usually, but not always, Cole. If your opponent keeps attacking, there's nowhere in the arena that's safe.
Speaking of which, we're not exactly out of harm's way either. I can't count how many times we've caught a superstar in our lap at these things.
Well, Byron, you're not exactly good at counting anything, but not to mention all the monitors that have been tossed and shattered. Our announce tables desecrated. Knees meet face.
Ah, stops to the legs.
A heel hook locked in. You can almost hear the opponents yelling in agony.
Distress showing on the face of China.
The Empress of Tomorrow imposing her will. Boom.
Nice. And setting him up. Oh, knee to the face.
That's gonna hurt. Face crusher.
That offense taking a toll on her.
Look at this. Incredible. The deadlift German suplex.
That'll turn your lights out.
Effectively using the knee.
Oh, man. Probably seeing double after that one.
That should be illegal.
Relentless aggression coming from Asuka here.
China needs to be resourceful in this situation.
You know, a Falls Count Anywhere match is a really exciting opportunity. It really allows you to get creative and take the action to somewhere you have the advantage.
That's certainly one way of looking at what many would characterize as an incredibly dangerous match type.
Oh, look at this aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
Counters with an attack on China.
Asuka with a kick downstairs.
Not done.
Incoming.
Climbing the turnbuckle
From the top.
Whoa, what a landing.
It doesn't matter if you're on the outside of the ring. There is no place safe when you face such a
Armringer. Oh, there it is. The Asuka lock is in. Tap out and call it a night.
It's over, all in a night's work. Here is your winner, Asuka! This was as dominant a win as I've ever seen, guys.
As always, Cole, you're more polite than I am, so I'll just say what we're all thinking. This was as one-sided as it gets.
A last man standing match might just be the ultimate test of a superstar's endurance.
Yeah, the longer this match goes on, the harder and harder it becomes to stay on your feet. It's going to take a real toughness and sheer force of will to find victory. All right, snapping her back to reality. This isn't a pose-off.
Gotta respect the strategy to work over the arm.
What a hit from Asuka. You know, I have to ask Corey, how much of an actual strategy is there in a no disqualification match?
Honestly, it depends on the superstar's mindset. Some just want to get through it. Others want to inflict as much damage as possible, and some just go with the flow. Know which mindset you have before the match and stick to it.
Oh, knee to the face.
That's gonna hurt. That shoulder targeted there.
DeVille's struggling to defend herself.
The Empress of Tomorrow has been relentless in this matchup. Probably seeing double after that one.
She's forced onto the defensive now.
Making that shoulder a priority.
Right in the mouth.
Relentless.
Enough already.
A face-buster knee smash.
That looks painful.
Right to the kidneys from behind.
German suplex released. Face crusher. And Asuka's rolling.
DeVille needs to be resourceful in this situation.
Look at this. Incredible. The deadlift German suplex.
Kicking away is Asuka.
Oh, that might have just broken something.
Oh, my Lord. Return fire from DeVille.
And Sonya is finally able to mount some resistance with that.
Yeah, Sonya getting some newly determined focus.
Ooh, that hurt right to the kidney.
Golly.
She's in pretty bad shape now.
Yeah, she is in a rough spot now.
From the top.
All the way to the outside.
Showing absolutely no apprehension to putting one's body on the line.
Striking from every direction.
And one to the face.
Oh, boy, to the announce table now.
Oh, yeah, gonna clean it off here. This is gonna be dangerous.
We knew this superstar had a mean streak. We didn't realize that they were downright ruthless.
On the announce desk now.
Be careful, gentlemen. It's going to get ugly.
Not to the top rope. Where the hell is she going?
Elbow drop through the announce desk. You have to think of these superstars' well-being right now. They need help.
You're taking years off your career when you perform something so reckless.
She is just desperately trying to fight out of it. Reversal on DeVille. German suplex. Sonya's lost any momentum here.
It's hard to predict what Asuka's going to do next. Her strikes are so fast, so sudden. As soon as you predict one, she's hitting you with another.
Coming back in the ring. Face crusher. And it's reverse pain for that mistake.
Sequence of reversals there. Each competitor showing they've done their homework.
Forced out of the ring.
There's a supreme woman in our midst. Show some respect, WWE Universe.
Looking for a high-risk move. Moves outside. What's the plan here?
From way up top and down.
Asuka's in control.
Sonya keeps getting cut down.
And it's DeVille sent to the outside. From the top.
Good Lord, taking flight. Taken out from high above. You gotta be some special kind of crazy to do that.
Oh my God, shoulder breaker.
That could cause long-term damage.
the announce desk now.
Be careful, gentlemen. It's going to get ugly.
Not to the top rope. Where the hell is she going?
Through the table. This may have gone too far. Look at this chaos. This is pure destruction.
I can barely imagine the damage that the impact caused. I mean, look at what it did to our table.
You've got to wonder how much has been taken out of these superstars thus far.
And is there anything left? Striking from every direction.
And one to the face.
Asuka. Asuka's found her positioning.
It's cinched in.
We could see a tap out.
And she's trying to ask for mercy, but not even tapping out can help her.
She'll take things into the ring. Oh, yeah, she's saying, let's go, bring it.
I don't really think this is the most opportune time to be looking for the fans' praise. At this point, this is incredibly ill-advised. You're in the middle of a match. Up to 7 now.
This could be it. She's got the whole WWE Universe rallying behind her.
And that's all she wrote.
Here is your winner, Asuka!
And that seemed like a pretty easy day at the office right there.
This is what you get when you have complete confidence and control of the situation.
Last man standing match underway. There are no disqualifications or countouts or pinfalls or submissions. You can win when you incapacitate your opponent enough where they can't make it to their feet by a count of 10.
Just breaking down the opponent. German suplex. Face crusher. She's feeling it, and the WWE Universe is feeling it too.
Oh, sit-out slam.
Big mistake there, Corey.
She knows that now.
Oh, right on the arm.
Not good.
Holding the shoulder hostage now. Oh, that didn't go as Asuka designed. Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
Great counter, impressive ring IQ on display there. Face crusher. Putting the shoulder in jeopardy there.
Face buster.
Oh, holding the wrist and kicking away is Asuka.
Systematic attack on that shoulder.
Opponent's down. Oh, this is not good.
Cover up. Made famous by The Miz.
Stratus at the mercy of her opponent.
Trish needs to reassess her strategy.
Well scouted by Stratus.
Trish showing she's not out of it.
Trish showing she's fully capable of fighting back.
Corey, when you have your opponent down, what should you be doing during the referee's 10 count?
You got to stay laser focused on handing out that beatdown. You need to drop thunder the moment your adversary returns to their feet.
You can also take that time to regroup and get your faculties back.
Oh, what a drop kick.
On the mark.
She's showing signs of slowing now.
They're both just doing anything they can to ensure victory and be the last one standing.
The Empress taking charge.
The Empress of Tomorrow imposing her will.
Well, that'll do some serious damage.
Jarring impact.
Asuka with a kick downstairs.
Not done.
With a body attack.
Trish is reeling to her feet. What are we gonna see here?
Tap out and call.
And look at her giving up. She's quitting, but it doesn't save her from the hold here.
She's looking highly motivated, getting hyped up.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Referee's count has reached 7 here.
Getting dangerously close to the inevitable.
And Asuka gets stopped in her tracks.
Oh, round and round we go. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors.
She returns the favor there. Really? She's just going to break the count like that?
Cole, she obviously didn't think she'd be down for the 10 count, so now she's simply taking the initiative instead of waiting for her to regain her strength.
Oh, of course. Sure, Corey. Just sending a message there. Come on, the referee was counting.
Deadlift German suplex.
She cuts off the ref's count.
What is she doing?
Oh, look at the kicks.
Just teeing away. Too late.
And stopping the referee's count? That was silly.
Either that or it was deliberate. Perhaps looking to make a statement. Why is she still boasting around? She's in a fight, for goodness sake. What's she waiting for? She's looking more focused on gesturing rather than winning. 5, 6. Up to 7 now.
This could be it.
8. And she's able to get to her feet.
You have to admire her perseverance.
Counter from Asuka. German suplex. Stratus needs to figure this out.
Trish needs to reassess her strategy.
Face crusher. And she's apparently just playing with her food here.
She clearly has a plan in mind, Cole.
Quick exchange of counters there.
Sent out of the ring, not sure she wants to be here. From the top, interrupting the count.
Probably looking to deal some more damage.
You want to talk about putting it all on the line.
Always an extra risk when you dive ringside.
Oh, come on.
This is smart. She's not letting her opponent recover.
On the announce desk now.
Be careful, gentlemen. It's going to get ugly.
Not to the top rope. Where the hell is she going?
Through the table.
I have never seen a table explode that way.
Full-on demolition in the announce area going down.
At this point, this is incredibly ill-advised. You're in the middle of a match. This is not the time to be diverting attention away from your opponent. This is likely going to have adverse effects on her. She's only aggravating her competition at this point. She needs to stop saying she's going to bring it. An emphatic victory.
Here is your winner, Asuka!
Wrestle perhaps the perfect match. Never any doubt in this win.
As always, Cole, you're more polite than I am, so I'll just say what we're all thinking. This was as one-sided as it gets.